Start the new year off right by giving them a fresh start. Fresh Start Cleaning is now accepting new clients. Ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services. Fresh Start Cleaning. Get clean again with Fresh Start. Call 850-771-6917, 771-6917, and ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota. ESPN Northwest Florida. Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! I'm full of water! I say hot tub! Hot tub! Gonna get you hot tub! I'm gonna make it wet! Say hot tub! Rubber tub and hot tub! Rubber tub with me! Should I get the hot tub? Yeah! Will it make me sweat? Yeah! Should I get the hot tub? Yeah! Will it make me wet? Yeah!
Well. Welcome, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jim Brandt, Wildcat. Jason Kovaleski is on his way. He better be on his way.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't hear you. What was that?
I said, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hey, we want to remind
Morning,
you.
Mr. Jimmy.
Huh?
I said good morning.
Oh, good. Well, I'm sorry. My bad.
Want to remind you that we have the 250-year celebration of the Navy. Of course, they're having the Navy Ball. General admission, $100. But with that, you get all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Sponsorship opportunities starting at $75. This is going to be held on. Give me a minute, and I'll look at the date of this thing. We had our wonderful people, Aaron, her wonderful people yesterday came in and talked about this, and we want to support them. It's going to be at Edgewater Beach Golf Resort, October 25th, from 5 o'clock to 10. Cocktail hours are from 5 to 6. Ceremony starts at 6:15. Go have a great time. You can look it up and get more information. You can contact them. But you got to support them. 250 years, man.
Here's something that's Navy related. In the year 1960, the first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, the Enterprise, was launched.
James Kirk was in and Spock, I think, were in charge of that
Spock
one,
was
right?
definitely there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We're behind.
And it's still
Did you see how far behind we are with China as far as the Navy? They got more aircraft carriers, more destroyers, more everything, man. They're prepared to take over the world, and we've been asleep at the wheel for a long time. Didn't want to put the money into it. We need to get our Navy back on top.
We still got air power. Navy air power.
We need all power, Big Daddy. We need all power. We need Kovaleski power. That's what I want. I want some Kovaleski. Hello, Jason Kovaleski.
How y'all doing today?
All right, the news wasn't shocking. Jamie had been hearing bits and pieces about this. Matter of fact, I got to break up my daughter. Yesterday, I'm sitting here writing some notes on the show today, and I'm looking down, I hear Jamie's voice. I said, what is that? And I hear it again. She wasn't on the Feinbaum show. Her voice was on there. They used her question when they showed Deborah being answered a question about the Georgia game this week. It was Jamie's question. I play it back. Sure enough, it's her. Then Julie took a picture. We shared everything. So Jamie's voice had made Feinbaum.
I like Jamie.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Feinbaum fan, though.
No, I get it.
I'm not.
I get it. He started this. It's just like we did here. He started this in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Then he kind of turned on the coaches. I don't think we have ever turned on any coaches. We've always tried to be positive.
He sold out.
Yeah.
He made all that money from ESPN and then turned around.
Yeah. They moved back. The show's back in Birmingham now. He's not up in New York anymore. North Carolina anymore. He's back in Birmingham doing it from there, which is good. All right, but the big news yesterday, and I really like this guy. I liked him when he was at Tennessee. I liked him with Auburn. Bruce Pearl's retired. Timing was perfect. Steve Pearl now is the head basketball coach at Auburn. His son he's been there quite a while. But Bruce at Auburn, 244 wins, 123 losses. I think he won 2 or 3 SEC championships, 2 Final Four appearances. Last year they were 32-6, 15-3, and all the talk. He said he's not going to do it. but we'll see. Run for Tuberville's Senate for the state. I think he'll win. I think if he runs, he'll win. He does talk politics. He's not the typical. He's like we are. He'll say what he thinks. He's not scared about, he gets shoot out later in the day, but he says what he thinks, which I like.
If he doesn't run, it'd be shocking for him to retire at this point.
Remember now, he's old school. The NIL, they all can say what they want to say. We all know this NIL's changed college athletics.
Well, he's thriving.
Yeah,
Auburn's never been better in basketball. They got that brand new arena.
Would you rather leave on top? Or Alabama's not going away in basketball.
No, neither one of them are.
Yeah.
But Bruce Pearl's won everywhere he's gone. For me, for him to walk away right now and it not be either health or the next step would be completely shocking to me. Because Auburn's rolling. I
think the next step. I think what it is.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Ryan. So we're all Ryan, Jason, Jim, and I are on group text.
Yeah.
Ryan said that. I said, wait and see.
Yeah.
Wait and see. We shall see.
See how good his son is too.
Yeah, but this thing to connect, him and Tuberville are buddies. Hey, Tommy, what do I need to do? Well, here are my people. He'll win. If he wants it, he's going to win, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's a Democrat or Republican. But whatever he is, I like what he stands for.
Right.
I've heard him talk, and everything he talks about is pretty good. So we lost a great one at Auburn. His son's going to take over. And he left his son with a great basketball team, which I think is smart. He has a good year this year, and that maybe leads to a while.
A long-term contract.
I hope he can stay there for a long time.
Yeah.
Didn't Bobby Knight do the same thing at not in Indiana, but where did he live? Texas Tech. Didn't he more or less do the same thing? His son took over there, right?
I can't remember.
I think he did.
I think you might be right.
And it didn't. Come on, you're still following a legend.
I can't remember. I doubt he left the cup.
Where's Bobby Knight from?
Well, Indiana.
Ohio.
Indiana. Oh,
the great state of Ohio.
Yeah.
Orville, Ohio.
I love him. I loved him. I looked up to him. I don't care what. He was a football coach coaching basketball.
I went to his camp 4 or 5 years in a row.
He kick you, throw a chair at you, grab you up by the neck.
There were some incidents that, he didn't mess with him, but there was one that was funny because at the last day, all the parents come in and he does a big speech in front of all the parents and stuff, and these 2 little kids that were like 6 years old were in the back talking while he was talking. He threw this thing down, started yelling at him, and the parents were like, "Oh, look, that's Bobby Knight." It's like,
he yelled at my son.
Yeah.
he was a big guy, too. How tall was he?
6'5".
6'4".
He played basketball at Ohio State.
Yeah, like Calbert Cheney up there. They had like Damon Bailey at the time. They would come up and work the camps. Them dudes were good. And they had Manute Bowles' son up there. He was like 14. He was 6'8" and could dribble, was dunking on everybody. He was playing with like the Indiana players. It was fun. I mean, he was hardcore. That was one of the toughest camps I've ever been to.
And he won wherever he was at.
Yeah.
The guy won. I was a big fan of his.
We would watch films on Pistol Pete and how to handle the ball. They would go like break down like individual skills and then team concepts. But it was different.
Do you realize we're getting ready to be on week 6 of high school football? This is crazy.
That is crazy.
I think there's 11 weeks total, so we got about 5 more. And we're getting ready to go into week, 4 or 5? 4 or 5? 5. 5 in college. And there's 14 weeks of college football. They got 2 byes. Let me go to these scores real quick. This is I didn't have an opportunity to do it yesterday. We had special guests in here yesterday. Arnold gets beat by Bluntstown, and that running back's the real deal. 58-22. Again, Arnold played hard. The first quarter played really outstanding. Did a good job. Did a good effort.
It doesn't sound like much, but that's a good show.
Yeah. I wasn't impressed with Bluntstown's defense, but man, their offense. All they had, they got the ball back with 2 minutes to go in the game. Okay, and their coach goes throwing the ball to the field, incomplete pass, stop the clock. Couldn't get, Every time he gave the guy number 4 the ball off tackle up the middle is a touchdown. So I don't care where on the field he takes it to the house. Why I got away from that? Because the clock was under 2 minutes. I was thinking, I don't know about that. But anyway, Bluntstown gets the big win. Now, Bay 41, Madison 35. What a football game.
It was a great game.
Unbelievable.
2 really good teams.
Yeah. And all they had to do was just take a knee and they win the game.
Yeah.
And I've been there. I've done it. So I get where the kids want to score.
It was unclear whether they had timeouts when I was watching it too. So
yeah, we'll ask Coach.
Great game.
Even if they did have time, whatever. Hey,
exactly. I mean, you go up 8, you expect your defense to get a stop.
Yeah, if you with a minute and 20 to go,
and you
got an 8-point lead, you should win the game.
Yeah.
So, but what a football game. Madison County, and people go, well, they've lost 3 or 4. We're talking about Madison County. They
Have you
play.
seen their schedule?
Yeah.
They're playing 6A and 5A.
They're playing
They would
5
beat-
and 6A schedule.
They'd beat teams around here like you would not believe.
And Bay High in the second half, to me, was a better team. There's a couple of
Well,
fumbles.
I think they had a good game plan. I think they did a great job.
They did real good.
Yeah.
But Madison County's got a lot of good players. Their blocking is elite, so.
Jim did it. Jim, you were right, and I went with you. Bill got it done over Bozeman, 19-20. What all these close games, man?
Yeah,
That's
a lot of
crazy. Yeah, that was a heck of a football game. Mosley got it rolling. They scored 46 on Escambia not at Tommy Oliver, but at Escambia. That offense is rolling right now. 46, I think it was 15. South Walton, Jim, I should listen to you. I will from now on. Florida High put it on them, 34-14.
Florida High's an all-star team. Do you
Oh,
not
I
get
did.
it?
I did go with you. No, I didn't. I went South Walton. Jason, you went South Walton. I'll never go with you again. Walton gets beat by Fort Walton, 21-18.
Yeah, that was a close one, too, if I remember.
I lost that one. We got Destin. Got beat by Taylor County 35-6. I think we all got that one. And Vernon got beat by Jefferson County, I think 40, I can't read this, 41-30, 42-3 something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't read it writing. Port St. Joe, they get lost to Leon 21-13. I lost that one. I didn't have a good night at all.
I didn't either.
And I'm trying to find out where she wrote it. Okay, here it is. I think, Jason, you and I were pathetic. We were 6 of 10. Jim was 7 of 10. I thought you did better than that. 7 of 10. He was the winner. Jeremy Pridgett, 7 of 10. Tommy, I don't know. Tommy wasn't even here.
Y'all cheat. Y'all know these coaches and teams.
Kyle was 6 of 10. We all got Jim won. Jim and Jeremy won the high school picks this week. So congratulations, you guys. And again, I think
I'm going to say my expression that I've said many times to my wife and my players and my kids. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about, and this is one of them. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me, boy.
Hey, we got a fair communicate here.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to listen to you. He's got a pencil.
Right.
Hey,
He's got the Coach Hale pencil.
What we
in
do in
there.
college, that's what I watch, actually.
Yeah.
These
I don't know
high
what-
school
I don't know.
schools
Did you see
and places I've never heard
Lions
of.
and Ravens game last night?
I did,
It was a good
unfortunately.
NFL game.
Yeah.
It really was.
Who won that game last night?
Lions did,
Detroit.
38-30.
And
I mean, it was
Derek
tied up
fumbled again.
all the way-
Yeah,
Derek Henry
it's
fumbled
crucial.
again.
It was tied
Cut
up
him.
all the way to the end.
That's 3 in
God,
3
he's no
games.
good.
Michigan ain't be happy.
That's 2 that actually cost him the game, to be honest. But he's
He
still the
didn't-
best running back in the league.
He
so
didn't mean it.
they're going to win the North. The North stinks this year with Burrow out, and Pittsburgh not really great. Cleveland.
I was talking to Jim before the show.
I don't know what to say there.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
Jim
either.
speak on that one.
Derrick Henry, when he made that touchdown run, was running like 19 miles an hour. He's 6'3.5", 250, and he's been playing 11 years in the NFL. How he can do it? Emmitt Smith carried the ball more than he had. How Emmitt's not big like that.
No,
No.
heck no.
How they last that long in the NFL?
If you watch that documentary on the Cowboys,
I've watched it. It's incredible.
You can see that there's a couple guys in there that were elite competitors, and mentally they just weren't going to be stopped. And Emmett was one of them. Michael Irvin, with all the off the field stuff, wanted to win. You know, Troy Aikman had that personality, so you can kind of see that come through in that documentary. It's pretty interesting. But Emmett was just a different breed.
It's the best I ever saw
competitor
in person.
Right? Yeah.
In high school, he was phenomenal.
Derek Brooks is probably the best athlete I've seen because he was so big and he could hit people and kill them.
Jason, you might have won the college picks. I had Nebraska. I was 11 of 14, and I can't read her. I think it's 12 of 14 for you, and Jim, you're 11 of 14. Glenn was 8 of 14. We need to kick. I think we're going to vote kick Glenn out.
Vote him off the island.
Yeah, he's terrible. Brian was 11 of 14. Dr. Ward, again, him and you, I think, were the best winners, if I can read her writing. 12 of 14. Jeremy Pridgeon was 10 of 14. And Kyle was 10 of 14. So if I'm looking, does that sound right to you? You only missed 2?
Yeah, because I had Michigan, and then the other game, I forget which game was also.
I wanted Michigan to lose.
Oh, I had Oklahoma as well.
Just wanted Glenn.
Oh, I rooted against them with all of the fibers in my body, but I knew that Nebraska's kind of.
Michigan can run the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. They can. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
That's one thing that they have shown over the last 2 weeks is a lot of improvement in the run game, and I think Underwood's going to get better. I know.
Nebraska
ever be dangerous.
29 games in a row.
See, I didn't realize that. Even if I don't know. At some point they're going to have to, but not this time.
Yeah.
Sooner or later they'll win a game.
Sooner or later they're going
29 games. We're talking Nebraska.
I know.
I wonder if they wish they'd stayed out of the Big Ten. It's a lot easier where they were at.
You can talk about fan sport all you want, but NIL is the name of the game. And
money, baby.
That's why Fickle's not doing well at Wisconsin. I mean, Nebraska's got some players, but they've never really surrounded Raiola, the 5-star quarterback, with a lot of talent.
Jason, let's talk about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Where it's located, what is going on down there?
We're on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village, right next to Taziki's and Black Sheep Armory, and we're in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods. We have Transparent Labs in. I know it's super popular. We got 15% off the month of September. The cheapest prices on Transparent Labs you're going to get, whether it's online, in any store. We have a free sample bar where you can come down and try the products. They got a really good pre-workout. They don't use any artificial colors, sweeteners, dyes. It's all natural. So come down and give a shot and try out our Transparent Labs and get 15% off for the rest of September.
All right, get down to the legendary J. Michael's restaurant, the best seafood, the coldest beer, quesadillas today, black beans and quesadillas. Black beans and rice. Yesterday we were there, and the wonderful people from Gulf Coast Jam were there, and I said hello to them. I said, I can sing. And they said they're thinking about it.
Trying to spoil everybody.
They heard that tape you made
for Christmas.
Boxcar Willie.
Singing Rocky Top.
Dixieland Delight, Rocky Top will be my 2 selections at Gulf Coast Jam if they let me do it.
It's got to be a man's world.
They definitely want to hear the man's
That'll
world.
be for encore.
That's your,
But we go in, Donna and I, we go in to get our table. There's a table we sit. Everybody knows where we sit. I get in there. Guess who's sitting there?
Glenn.
No.
Oh.
Jimmy Petrone. I said, Jim, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Trying to upscale you.
Yeah. I couldn't get him to move, but anyway, I give it up for him. But get out of the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive, best seafood, ice cold beer. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. And I tell you what, if you're in Lynn Haven, there's only one place you want to go. That's Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Pat Perno, city commissioner out there, does an incredible job. But his restaurant's second to none, man. The way they treat you like family, TV's everywhere. You can go watch NFL games on Monday night, Thursday night, and then Friday night, FSU, Virginia, 6 o'clock. You got to be there. Watch it down there and have a great time. All you Mosley Dolphins before the game. Get down there, have yourself a little pep rally. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. You want to get wings to go? Pat will do that as many as you want. I don't care if it's 100. He'll do it. The guy's incredible. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. We're out there anyway. Let's go see Russ and Amber.
You can beat the traffic and all the hubbub, and Christmas is just right around the corner, so you want to go check out David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. It's right on the corner of 9th Street and 77. You can't miss it. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Designer Jewelry. We get back, Coach Floyd, Rutherford High School. We'll be right back. Bruce Pearl is now retired. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jason Kovaleski, Wildcat Jim Brandt.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The Paul Feinbaum Show.
Paul Feinbaum, Elliot from the SECisoverrated.com. Completely preposterous that Brian Kelly is whining about how tough it is to play in the SEC. LSU almost lost to Florida. Brian Kelly, he ain't no Nick Saban. He was handed his number 1 spot like a party favor, Paul.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 88 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. Mostly clear skies tonight, very little wind and warm near 74. Mostly sunny and 88 tomorrow. 88 and a variety of some sun and airy light showers with a light breeze Thursday. This is your Tuesday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Saturday, September 27th, come to the grand opening land sale at the ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. That's right. Get 20 to 50 acres in Baldwin County from just $139.9 with excellent financing available. Ranches at Creekside Preserve features private large acreage tracts with beautiful woodlands, rolling meadows, and a peaceful creek, all surrounded by pristine natural beauty and abundant wildlife. It's your opportunity to live in Baldwin County, Alabama, one of the fastest growing coastal counties in the U.S. due to low taxes and a low cost of living. Don't miss out. Come to the grand opening land sale at the ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. Call 877-888-1415 or go to creeksidepreserveal.com. That's creeksidepreserveal.com.
Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? To the end zone, touchdown, Georgia!
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I failed to mention this first segment, but I'm going to do it right now. I tell you what, you want to have a great time, and I really want to tell you, I miss my granddaughters, Laura and Leighton Bell. Haven't seen them in a while, miss them, and I wanted to take them tonight to that Cajun place, and I forgot they had dance practice, so I won't be able to do that. But last night they had a good crowd there. Every time a game's being played, there's $5 pitchers, 50-cent beer. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. Every time a game's being played, NFL or college game, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, you name it, it's going on. 27-plus TVs. It's incredible down there. Wear your school colors. Love going in there on Saturdays and seeing Ohio State, Michigan, Indiana, Oklahoma Tech, all these different T-shirts and shirts like that. Wear your colors. Have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you. That Cajun place, you can't beat it. And don't forget, they open up Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock for brunch. And then on Sunday, they got the North Shore Jazz Band, which is outstanding, by the way. You'll love listening to them. They play from 10 to 12, and then the NFL games come on. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers.
Wildcat was running out of here when you said beer.
Yeah.
50-cent beer.
He goes, I'll take off for it. Yeah. I got to see my granddaughters, man. I miss those kids. All right, we got Coach. Let's bring him on. Coach Floyd, how are you doing, sir?
Doing well. How everybody doing?
We are outstanding. Talk about what happened last week. Give us some. We love hearing those players' names. You guys are playing well for you. Go ahead, Coach. Take over.
Last week, as far as against Baker, man, just going to get some of the positives out of the way. Delivery had a decent game in the first half as far as rushing, and he threw a couple passes one to Kalia Baker for about an 85-yard touchdown. So then he got called back on a holding call by a running back. Then he rushed for an 89-yard touchdown. They got called for an illegal forward motion. Then he hit another kid for about 50 yards and got called back on a clip in the back, blocking the back. I think that one was pretty legit, so I think it should have been about 17-0 at that time. And then Baker got the ball. Once they scored, they got into the wing tee stuff that they kind of like to do. And then they just kind of, had their way the rest of the night with us, young guys up front. Just kind of got pushed off the ball as far as in the trenches. I feel like I'm going to put that one on me and on my guys in the trenches, because if you're running power all night and getting pushed off the ball, then, you're in the linebacker's face, and the DBs can't do much of nothing other than tackle about 15 yards downfield. So they'll get about 7 yards, then 8 yards, then 10. And so after that, you can see the guys kind of, the youth show whenever bad things in the varsity start hitting, so that's some stuff we're kind of trying to get better at, continue to get better at each week. But I do think the guys fought hard. The message is, man, we know you're going to fight hard. We know you're going to hold it in there. Just kind of got to be mentally focused. Make sure you're executing. Make sure you're watching your film, knowing what's in your playbook, and, knowing your assignment and alignment. And just technique and stuff like that on the defensive side of the ball. So, but there was some positives out of it, and but going to Baker, playing a good Baker team, Coach Matt Bronson got those guys coached up to do whatever he needs them to do. So, when the coach can control that kind of control of the kids, it's going to be pretty solid. So hats off to those guys, man. But it was a hard-fought game.
Yeah, and you can't say it, but I will. We played there, and they do a wonderful job. Coaches outstanding. And when you play some of these one-horse towns, you seem to get somebody's been mean, yellow on green, those flags be flying out there. Especially it seems after a big play that your team has made. I've experienced that, but I know you can't say anything about that. Now, how did you come out of the game for us health-wise? Are you all okay going into this week? And you're on the road again against Mariana, so you're on the road. It's going to be another tough one. But talk about your health right now. How healthy are you?
I think we came out pretty good. The young running back, Jamarion Blunt, had been kind of banged up a few weeks. He got out there and played a little bit of hurt against Holmes, kind of showed some toughness. Didn't give him any carries, gave him a few screen passes and let him play some defense last week at Baker. So we feel like we'll be amping him up now. This is the third week after he bumped his knee against Shipley and was out of the game after the first quarter. So we think he'll be back full go, fully healthy. We got one of our offensive linemen, young lineman back. That's a tackle, trying to move him out there and move some guys inside to try to help with some of the leakage on the inside, and just kind of see how it goes. But we're pretty healthy, man. We feel like we got a chance to go over there and compete with a Mariana team that is still the district champions. They may be not a shell of themselves from last year, but Coach Glover is a great guy. He knows how to coach. He has a great coaching staff, and at the end of the day, those guys are the reigning district champions. And man, we're excited about going over there to try to knock them off and then move on to the next one.
Well, one good thing, you don't have to worry about that running back they have or had. That kid's a real deal, man. I watched him play at
he played Bloodstown.
What about? Let's go back to district. You mentioned district. Is this a district game for you?
Yes, sir, it is. So, we talked to the kids about season within the season. So this is 0-0 in our district, and we got a good chance to go over there and start out 1-0, and then try to go 2-0 and 3-0, and then come back home at the end of the season with a district championship to Springfield.
There you go. I was going to ask you something else. That's right. Well, when y'all go to a game like this, even Baker's pretty far. What time do you get them out of school? What time do y'all leave? And how do you do your pregame meals and things like that?
Well, man, I don't know if you guys know now. I think there's a shortage of bus drivers and things like that, so they have to go on their bus route. So last Friday, we were able to leave. The earliest was 3:45 when the bus was late, and that was them doing us a favor by getting there as soon as possible. So when we pulled up to Baker, it was already 6 o'clock. But we did have a lightning delay, so the game ended up getting started at 7:20. But so we'll have pregame. We have pregame meal at 1 o'clock. We will have light to leave by 3 o'clock. But they ended up doing the best they could for us, and it still ended up working out, and we was able to get there safe, and the kids played a football game, so there wasn't no worries behind that. But then this week we'll have pregame meal at 2 o'clock. We'll have it in the cafeteria, and at 3 o'clock we'll go over there and get taped up, things like that, and go see the trainer and get we already have the jerseys and stuff passed out through homeroom, so then we'll go ahead and get on that road by 4 and get over there around about 5.
If y'all take a charter bus, I can't remember. I think the county will pay a certain part of it, and you got to pay the rest, or do they help out at all if you get a charter bus?
Since we have, I really don't know the answer to that, because my first season when we actually, I think we went to Fort Walton. It was somewhere over there on the west side of it, and then we kind of stopped at. We had to leave early enough to be able to go to Captain Anderson, so we purchased a charter bus. But recent, it has been really close games other than the Baker game. So we just been we'll use 2 buses going away, and we'll use 1 in town for our for our time holiday.
And the only reason I brought that up, I was listening to your pregame meal, and that I hate that for the kids. That's a long time to go. That's a real early pregame meal. That's tough, man. Well, listen, buddy, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, and we will talk to you next Tuesday. And this is a big district game. Hopefully get your first win in the district and get in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll talk to you next Tuesday. Thank you, Coach Floyd.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, no problem. Y'all have a good one.
All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding people. All you Tiger Sharks down Port St. Joe, heartbreaker last week. Get out there and support these Tiger Sharks. How do you do so? Well, I tell you what you need to do. You go have a little pep rally before the game. Get out to Taco Bell. They got DoorDash down there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Taco Bell. Without Taco Bell, we wouldn't even be talking about Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks, even though we love you. I tell you what, go support those Taco Bell. We got three great locations in Panama City Beach, Callaway, and, of course, the one in Tiger Shark Land. And what do they say? What do my girls say? Go Tiger Sharks. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. Jim Brandt, FSU. Big game Friday, 6 o'clock. Right here. In Virginia. My bad. We'll be right back.
Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The sports talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite sports talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the sports talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
When you bring your vehicle to Panama City Toyota for repairs or maintenance, you'll get the warmest welcome around.
That's because we see service differently.
It's not only an expert team that can help with everything, from simple adjustments to a new set of tires. It's also a team that values your time, so we make your experience as quick and comfortable as possible. Because we're committed to service that goes beyond. Only at Panama City Toyota.
College football isn't life and death. It's much more important than that. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State! Florida State! Florida State! Woo! FSU update.
That's all we
It's
got.
brought to you by Newbies. Get out to Newbies. Have a great. I saw John yesterday, and I said, "I thought you were in the Bahamas." And he's, "No, I'm back in town." They got, I think they went to motorhomes. I think they took some trips in.
Oh, cool.
They went to not Dallas. They went to Austin, Texas. I thought they went to a game out there, but I went and saw some friends.
Yeah.
But they're enjoying life, man. I tell you what a great guy. I love him. He can play racquetball like no other. Doug used to be really good. Doug Durham was really good at
absolutely.
racquetball.
He used to be ranked and stuff.
But John's so competitive. I mean, he'll run into a wall. I mean,
I played him one time. He was diving for balls. I was like, I was just trying to
he's
get a
got
little
to be
exercise.
60, right? No, he's probably older than that, but he didn't look it.
No, he don't look a day over 45.
Yeah, I thought that he was talking about this Hall of Fame thing, but it was in Tallahassee. I thought he was in Miami at first. And I said, "Are you in the Miami Hall of Fame?" He started laughing. And I don't know if he is or not. And he was a heck of a football player.
He was.
Great player.
Some of the great
I don't know how long he played in the NFL. I can't remember. But what a great man. And I love Charlotte, too. But anyway, get out to Newbies. They're always supporting the communities. I remember one time they helped. I don't know if they want me telling them all this stuff or not, but they always, let me just put it this way, they're always giving back. Make sure we go support them. 4 great locations. Newbie 2 on the Curve. Go watch all the sporting events. And then later tonight, head on down to the Mothership, especially on the weekends. You got the best entertainment you can get anywhere. You run into people we haven't seen for years. Everybody's going to wind up there at night. miss newbies. And, of course, the one over in St. Andrews, the new beautiful blue facility, go check it out. We think you'll really like that also. Jim, they got a Friday night game. What you got for us today for Florida State?
All right, Florida State. Coaches poll and the AP poll came out this week. And in both of them, Florida State's number 8, which is probably about where they belong. You know, we got excited about them beating Alabama, rightfully so. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. But they haven't really played anybody since, and they've rolled up some just ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
Just to point that out, last year when they were 2-10, they scored 174 points all season. They scored that many this year.
Wow.
You know, so the offensive production, I mean, there's just no comparison between last year and this year, which is really good. Okay, you know, I'm glad you mentioned something off air, and it's really true. If you don't know much about Virginia, and I had to look this up, they're better than I thought they were. I can say that'll be a cakewalk, but I don't know. Virginia's 3-1 this year. They played Coastal Carolina, beat the Fighting Mulvies 48-7, lost to North Carolina State 35-31, beat William and Mary, which they should, 55-16, and beat Stanford 48-20. So they're averaging 45 points a game.
Yeah.
You know, so they haven't played, you know, the toughest competition, but still, if you're averaging 45 points a game, they're doing something right. They're giving up about 20 a game. I think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I think Florida State's going to be able to move the ball on them. Now, I looked up who their quarterback was because their quarterback's done pretty well, and his name is Chandler Morris. I didn't know anything about him. So I went on their website and looked him up. This is kind of like Robbie Ashford. This will be his 4th team he's played on, okay? So Chandler Morris, the quarterback of Virginia, he started off at Oklahoma, went to TCU, played last year at North Texas Mean Green, and now he's at Virginia. Now, depending upon how much of a college football fan you are, the name Morris might sound familiar to you. His father was Chad Morris, who was the coach in a lot of places.
Clemson offensive coordinator for a couple of years.
Yeah, Clemson.
Deshaun Watson. And
I think he went to SMU. He was at Oklahoma. He's been a lot of places. I think he's retired now. So, you know, he grew up in a football environment, so he's doing a pretty good. He's not very big. He's like 6 foot, 190 pounds, but he's doing a pretty good job for Virginia this year. So I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, but I don't see Virginia being able to beat them. That's just me.
I think this is a perfect test for Florida State heading into the Miami week, because it's not a team that should threaten you or beat you, but it's a team that you can't just be like, oh, we're going to roll in here and just show with our C game and beat them. They got to be on point. They got to have a great week of practice, and that just keeps you motivated going into Miami week, where they should both be undefeated in a big time matchup.
Yeah, and they get to play an entire game. One thing I'm kind of concerned about, all these blowouts, playing all these different players, you know, game shape. Miami's played a tougher schedule, I think. A lot tougher schedule. Yep. And then Miami's off. They're going to be healthy and get everybody back. So I think it is a good to get everybody to play the entire football game, get ready for the next week. And they get one day extra to get ready for Miami.
Yep.
So I kind of like that.
Yeah, so.
They win.
Yeah, they should win.
If they don't, we'll all be shocked.
Pretty convincingly, I would think.
We'll all be disappointed. We want to see that undefeated matchup the following week between some old school rivals.
Now, the word on the street, they're going to recognize Lee at the Miami-Florida State game in Tallahassee.
Okay, cool.
Now, what's that mean? I don't know. I guess he'll be out there before kickoff. Will that be part of game day? I'm not sure. I would imagine college game day, if they're both undefeated, you would think game day will be there.
You would think.
Yeah. So
a lot of people upset they're going to Penn State, Oregon down in the South. Boy.
Yeah.
It was Alabama and Georgia on the docket.
Well, not just, you got LSU, Ole Miss. Those both are undefeated. That's going to be a heck of a football game. LSU was a favorite at first. Now Ole Miss is favoring that ball game.
Ole Miss favorite, 2.5.
Why did they do this? Let me go.
That game's at Ole Miss.
Yep.
Yeah, at Ole Miss. And Lane was upset. And of course, we all know the rumors him going to Florida. But he was upset that they didn't make that a night game. He felt like it should be the night game. Of course, they selected Alabama and Georgia on ABC for the night game, and it's going up against Oregon and Penn State. I don't get these guys. Even if it's an hour difference, you know, when you look at this weekend is it's monster weekend. This is incredible. Penn State versus Oregon. That's the same time as Georgia versus Alabama. I don't get it. Now 2:30. Look at 2:30. There's 3 of them. You got Ole Miss versus LSU. You got Texas A&M versus Auburn. You got Washington versus Ohio State. That's 3 games everybody wants to watch.
Right.
And they're playing at the same time. You better beat the Cajun place. Then you've got other good games. I don't think it's going to be as good as I thought it was going to be. Illinois versus USC. I watched a quarter of USC. They got speed. Their offense is, I don't know how good the defense, but their offense is pretty impressive.
They got a lot of speed.
They got some players.
Yeah.
They got some players. They've been spending the money.
Recruiting as well as anybody this past year. So
11 o'clock kickoff. I'll watch this one. Arkansas versus Notre Dame. Sam Pittman kind of buried himself last week against Memphis.
That's a winnable game, though. Notre Dame's defense is atrocious. Them hiring Chris Asher is one of the dumbest offseason moves I think I've seen in a while. Like, he got fired from USC, fired from Ohio State. I don't understand how these guys keep getting retreaded through these programs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's terrible. I mean,
they got Arizona State versus TCU. That's a big game out there. Iowa versus Indiana. Man, Indiana, my God. India. I watched some of that, and I was like, this is what I've been bad-mouthing.
Illinois,
they're the real deal.
Beat Duke down, and Duke's not the worst program in the world, so it wasn't like they played some
Indiana
cupcake.
can play. I mean, we don't give them any respect because of their name. We think about basketball.
Right.
That guy can coach. They got some players. Watch out for them. Now, we said that last year. No, I didn't. I didn't say that last year. It's the way they play Ohio State and what happened. They got embarrassed.
Yeah.
So, now, another game people might laugh at, and I'm telling you, it is tough to go into Starkville and listen to those cowbells. Tennessee versus Mississippi State. I think they're both. Did Mississippi State lose a game yet?
I don't think so.
I think they're both undefeated. I think they're both undefeated.
Well, Tennessee lost to Georgia, though. It should be. So that's coming off that loss.
Tennessee lost to Georgia.
Is why people think Mississippi State might be able to get them on a down.
I don't know if they can get them, but it can be. I think it's going to be a competitive game.
They beat Arizona State pretty bad. And Arizona State was a playoff team last year.
Yeah, if they get them, and that was them in Kentucky were supposed to be the bottom dwellers in the SEC this year.
It's more about Tennessee and how prepared they are coming off a loss than it is Mississippi State being that good. And Mississippi State's way better than they were. Nobody thought they would win the SEC game coming into the season. So,
can you seriously? Is that not a great weekend in college football?
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
I'm excited.
Out of all of them, which one? Give me the 3 you're looking forward to.
Well, obviously Ohio State, Washington. And then the night ones, Georgia, Alabama, and what's the other one?
Penn State, Oregon.
Penn State, Oregon.
Yeah, the whiteout. I want to, I want to see that one too, and it's the same time as the Alabama game.
That's going to be a real test for Drew Aller and Penn State.
Yeah,
I'm still not sold on him. I think Penn State's very good. Their defense is good. They do everything well. The only thing I'm not sure about is Drew Aller. Yeah,
look at all the quarterbacks that we thought were going to be great. Everybody was getting all the love, and I was the main one on Lagway. He's a big disappointment. Clemson's quarterback, Texas quarterback. You're right. Now, this is the week that Penn State's quarterback can shut everybody up or show everybody
I'm the guy. Show up.
Yeah.
I'll give you something to watch in this game. Oregon's been ran on the last 2 weeks pretty easily by Oregon State and by Northwestern. Northwestern ran for 200 yards against them. So Penn State's got the best.
What was the score?
It was still 31-13 or something.
Yeah.
Not a great showing by them, but they're going to Penn State in a wideout. They got the best 2 running backs in the country, maybe one of the best offensive lines. I know we haven't seen Penn State look great, but if they can't stop the run, and we're going to find out a lot about Oregon's offensive line. They've been playing some cupcakes, and Penn State's not a cupcake at night in Happy Valley.
Yeah, and I thought. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. When I saw them destroy Oklahoma State, so watch out. And then we're finding out Oklahoma State's not the old Oklahoma State. Yeah,
they lost to Tulsa by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
come on, man.
And I'll even go back to LSU. I thought, man, that win at Clemson. Last time they did something like that, I think they won the national championship. This is a huge game, Ole Miss and LSU. That game go either way. And Ole Miss's backup quarterback might be better than the others.
Ole Miss is favored by 2.5. I thought the Georgia-Alabama line was super crazy. Georgia's only favored by 2.5 at home. I mean,
is it dropped to 2.5?
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a lot of people on Alabama, and then Penn State, Oregon. Penn State's favored by 3.5.
And all these games, I'm good-minded just because I'm not sure. All but one, I'm thinking about going with the home team, and almost all of them. Because you can flip a coin on these games. Except I think Ohio State take care of Washington's offense is really good.
Yeah.
But what about their defense? Can they slow up Ohio State.
They shouldn't be able to. They're ranked in the hundreds on
That's what I'm
defense.
saying. Yeah. But still, I think it's going to be a competitive game.
It's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
Teams that travel 3 time zones from east to west are like 1-17 or something.
And that's what I was thinking about Oregon, too. That's a long way.
They're going to be playing at that's a night game, so they're going to be all right.
But what a week of college football. I encourage you, get out to B4 Braves and Haven and watch them there if you're over there. If you're over here on Panama City Beach, there's only one place a couple places to go, but you want $5 pitchers, 50-cent wings. You can't beat those prices anywhere. You need to go to that Cajun place. We're going to go watch the Thursday night game there. Julie and I are going to go to the Cajun place Thursday night, and looking forward to that. All right, let's take a break. We get back, we'll jump into the permanent opponents for the SEC teams, and we'll talk about that. I do think the SEC commissioner and the front office tried to take care of every team the best they could, as far as not loading up on just like an Alabama. They took away a big moneymaker. And I'll tell you why going forward. And this is only a 4-year rotation. It could stay the same after 4 years, or they have the option to rotate that. We'll get that when we get back, who's going to be playing. I think Florida came out pretty good in this one, in my opinion. I think they came out really well in this. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Jason's here, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Try it before you buy it. 2 great locations. Also, don't forget about Dr. Ward. He is this is probably the best year he's had for us picking college games. Knocking out of the ballpark is incredible. At 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. Go get checked out. All it takes is 5 minutes. There's offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. And listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. The legendary Chad Mitchell. I had a call yesterday. Can you help me get in to see Chad Mitchell? And yes, we did our best, and hopefully they got in there, and hopefully they're doing well right now. But Chad is a legend. This is his 26 years on Bay County sidelines. Jim, he was down the field. So Jill and I were up in the stands. We text him. He says, man, we find you highly attractive. You're cute. You're good looking. It was from me. I saw him read it and shake his head laughing. He had a response. He sent it to me. I mean, he forgot to send it. He goes, I kept waiting for your response. I said, you didn't send it. Anyway, call Chad, make an appointment. One of the first doctors trained in robotic surgery. He is the best. Listen to Chad Mitchell every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Jason, one of our favorite people. Jason Stevenson Air Conditioning. The guy is local. He graduated from Mosley High School. He started this business, family owned. They take a lot of pride in it. They do incredible work. They're there for you anytime, day or night. They don't try to take every penny out of your pocket. The most honest guy I think I've ever met in business. I was getting ready. I told him, I don't care what it costs. I want the biggest thing you can put in this house. And he explained to me, you really don't need to do that. Here's your options. And thank God he did that. Saved me a lot of money. And they'll come out and tell you what you need to do to keep the house warm in the winter, cool in the summer. If your power bill's going through the roof, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Don't go sit there and keep paying those high bills. Let them come out and service. Let them come out and coach you up. You'll save money. You'll be glad you did. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number 1. Another local that I love Steve, man. Steve's a coach over at Mosley. His bike shop since 1979. That's 46 years they've been in business. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got a great selection of brand new ones and used. Every type of bike you can think of, helmets, you name it, they've got it. Steve's Bike Shop, 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. SEC, your 3 opponents for the next 4 years. Be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show. And now I think you get a pretty good idea of how good your team is. 3 games in. Now, I don't know about the Texans. I'm watching and I'm thinking that defense is one of the top 3 defenses in the NFL. They're 0-3, and C.J. Stroud, pick up a white courtesy phone.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 88 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. Mostly clear skies tonight, very little wind and warm near 74. Mostly sunny and 88 tomorrow. 88 and a variety of some sun and airy light showers with a light breeze Thursday. This is your Tuesday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
At Brock Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
The #1 SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, Wildcat. How are you doing, sir?
A little country flavor.
Yeah, good. Finally playing something. They must not give you a nice selection like in the old days.
No, not really.
Because the music sucks. I got to be honest with you.
Those are the only people that won't sue us.
Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable.
What were you guys laughing about just now during the commercial break? Is it a dirty joke?
James singing most of it.
I said things just pop in my mind sometimes. And I said, just popped in my head that scene from Young Frankenstein where he goes, and whatever I say, whatever do not open this door.
Do not open that door.
Mommy! If you've never seen the movie Young Frankenstein, you need to go see it. It's incredible.
It's a classic.
It's an old one, but it's a good one, I'm telling you. All right, let's start. I'm gonna hold off on Auburn, Alabama. During the Auburn, Alabama update, I will give you their 3 permanent opponents. Arkansas, let's start with them. This is who they were selected by the SEC front office. This is only going to be for 4 years. Every 2 years, you've played everybody in the conference. So that you're still going to have some tough opponents. And as we see, Arkansas's non-district, non-conference game is Notre Dame this week. So you're still going to have an unbelievable schedule, regardless if they did come. And they did. I really think they tried to get not more than 2 really tough games on one team. I think they tried to save the brand, certain big-time schools anyway. Arkansas, they will play Missouri and Texas and LSU. So they got 2.
Ouch.
Actually, they got 3. Missouri's, we got to give them credit now. I know they lived off the Cotton Bowl win for a while. They have won some football games.
They got a quarterback.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Yeah.
His name's being mentioned for the Florida game, Florida job also.
Yeah.
Florida Gators, I think they came out smelling like a rose. They don't have Tennessee anymore. They've got Georgia, South Carolina, and Kentucky.
Boo, that's bad.
And I know the Florida fans wanted to keep the Tennessee game.
They should.
Yeah, to me, the perfect match there would have been Tennessee and Auburn. But I get it. They're trying to, I think they're trying. Look at Florida right now, what they're going through, the schedule they're playing right now.
Right.
Georgia. Now, they said this was the easiest of all of them because of what's happening at Florida last couple of years and what's happening at Auburn. They got Auburn, they got Florida, they got South Carolina. Those 3 teams.
That's not the easiest. I mean, they're not going to be down forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get the right thing rolling in Florida.
They're 2 invested in football in Florida and Auburn, and South Carolina is one of the hottest young teams, even though this year they've taken a step back.
Yeah, Auburn and Florida will put the resources in. They'll do whatever it takes to get back on top.
Yeah.
So going forward, this might not – it seems easy now. I know what everybody's saying, crying about. But and Auburn and Florida, I mean, Auburn and Georgia played longer than anybody else in the SEC. You know,
those aren't giving games this year. They're just playing bad consistently. But Florida almost beat LSU. Auburn should have beat Oklahoma if you make a couple calls here and there.
God, don't get me going on that. Kentucky.
Uh-oh.
Does anybody? Should we just skip this one?
Leave me alone.
Kentucky. They got South Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida.
It's not bad. I mean.
Nobody in SEC really cares about Kentucky.
No, not
until basketball season starts. No.
How about Vandy? By gosh, who's Vandy?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let's get to the best team in SEC.
LSU. This is who LSU has: Arkansas, Ole Miss has always been a big one. Texas A&M. They took the Bama game away. Let me tell you what happened.
Boo.
They went over the most watched game in the last 17 years has been Alabama LSU. CBS always played at night, the primetime game. Ratings went through the roof, but they trying to save the brand.
What?
They're trying to save Bama, I guess.
For what?
But I mean, you sit there and say that. We've always owned LSU. Always. Look at this overall series. Yeah. But I get it. Now I'll talk about that when we get to Bama. But the LSU's got Arkansas, Ole Miss, Texas A&M.
They got away with robbery there.
Yeah. Mississippi State. Well, I don't know. Ole Miss is pretty good.
No, they are. But if Clemson leaves.
A&M, man. A&M, I think this guy's going to do a good job there. Mississippi State, they got Ole Miss, Alabama, and Vandy. Missouri, they got Arkansas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma. I get to Oklahoma. They used to play each other quite a bit. Oklahoma. They got Texas, they got Ole Miss, and they got Missouri. And right now, all three of those teams are good, really good. Oklahoma. Did I say Oklahoma yet?
Yeah, you just did.
Did I say Texas, Ole Miss?
Not Texas.
I'm sorry, I read Ole Miss. This is Oklahoma. I gave you the wrong one. This is Oklahoma. They got Texas, Ole Miss, Missouri. Texas, Ole Miss, Missouri. That's pretty tough. Ole Miss got Mississippi State, Oklahoma, LSU. South Carolina got Georgia, Kentucky, Florida. Tennessee got Alabama, Vandy, Kentucky. Yeah, not bad. Alabama's not very good right now either. Best team out of those three, probably Vandy. Texas, they got the Aggies, Arkansas, Oklahoma. That makes sense. They used to play them all the time.
Southwest Conference, basically.
Yeah. Texas A&M got Texas, LSU, Missouri.
Oof.
Texas, LSU, Missouri. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Vandy got Tennessee, Mississippi State,
Kentucky,
Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah.
Like you said, they're protecting the biggest brand.
Yep, they try to get no more than what they felt like two tough games. So now, a lot of these teams are having to play a Big Ten school, a Power 4 team, or Notre Dame. So things are going forward starting 26. If you think it's bad now, it's going to get worse for you Alabama fans, Georgia fans, Texas fans are not used to losing maybe more than one game. You're going to lose 2 or 3 games every year.
But this is just the 4 teams you play every year. You're still going to rotate in Alabama, Texas, and A&M,
Georgia.
Florida, Georgia.
Now, does SEC have the menu or where they have Austin P, Mercer, Middle Tennessee, and you pick off that menu too?
Well,
like the kids menu.
That's
I hope they get the Southern Mississippi on a lot of those. We need the money.
And you take one off the kids menu. Okay, I'm going to take.
We just lost 2 of those too. We lost 2 of those menu. We 2 opportunities we go to eat. We can't have that menu twice. That's not fair. That is not right.
They put you at the kiddie table.
And you know what? I go back to what you said, and I haven't wrapped my head around, but you're right. We all freak out once you lose a game. Everybody wants them fired right there today. Our season's over. It's done over. We're not going to get in. Going forward, if you lose 3 games, you're going to be okay if they do what they say with the committee.
Right.
Because you're not. When I get to Alabama next, I'll tell you who their future opponents are, and it's going to be tough. But just even this year, we might find out 3 teams get in at the end of the year. We've got one-third of the season, and Clemson's got 3 losses. Who knows? Maybe they run the table. No. But I'm just saying. Thank you, Wildcat. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We've got so many of them. Vandegrift, listen to Kyle Vandegrift every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You're looking for a roof, look no further. Go Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. Not only do they do roofs, they can build and design commercial real estate. They can do it all. He is incredible. Vandy Roofing, #1. And these insurance companies now gets up about 15 years, even though you might have a 20, 30-year guarantee. 15 years, they're going to drop you if you don't get a new one. Call Vandegrift. Call TK Vandy Roofing. They'll come out. They'll get you set up. Don't freak out. They'll take care of you. They'll get it done in time. Turpro Pest Control, you want your yard look like a golf course. You got bugs in the house, you want them gone. Call Patrick. Local, his daughter goes to Mosley High School, cheerleader over there. Matter of fact, she's, I think, a homecoming selection or something like that.
Nice.
They do a great job. Listen to Patrick, 8:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Does a great job. Locals taking care of locals. Have I forgotten anybody? I think I have, but I can't remember. We'll be right back. Alabama update, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
You talk about the team as a collective and not letting the success of the Super Bowl get to their heads. I know Jalen Hurts came in and said, I'm not wearing the ring, we've turned the page. But then why don't we give Nick Sirianni the same credit for saying, banner night, whatever, we're moving on. He does the same thing. He's also the coach that is stewarding the team through this chapter and through these wins. He deserves more credit than a lot of people want to give him.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Days 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 88 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. Mostly clear skies tonight, very little wind and warm near 74. Mostly sunny and 88 tomorrow. 88 and a variety of some sun and airy light showers with a light breeze Thursday. This is your Tuesday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
WVLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
You don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason, love you, man. You're incredible. They are number one. They never lose. They always win. You are at your house to be cool in the summer, warm in the winter. You call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Your power bill will go down. And if you get a new one, like Jason did for the business and his house, Chad Mitchell, myself, your power bill goes down. It's incredible. It'll pay for itself over a period of time. Quit spending a lot of money on your power bill. If you got an old one, get rid of it. Don't go some national company. Go with the local people. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. All right, Alabama, let's get their three annual opponents from the SEC office. Alabama will play Mississippi State, will be their third big-time game. LSU is off. Alabama fans would love to keep the LSU game. I get it. I know why they did it. Future opponents for Alabama, we got a home and home with Ohio State. We got a home and home with Notre Dame and other Big Ten schools going forward. And it's either, I really believe this. Now, do I know this? Have I heard this? Do I think this? Let me put it this way. I think this. I think they all talked. I think the ADs talked with the commissioner. I think they all looked at it. I think they were intelligent about it. We did drop West Virginia home and home. If I really believe they kept LSU on, I couldn't see us keeping Ohio State and Notre Dame home and home. I really think they'd have got rid of those games. I really do. Now, yes, it's gonna hurt the league for us not revenue, but TV viewerships when LSU and Alabama don't play. But you put Ohio State on the schedule, I think we're going to be okay. I think there'll be a lot of people watching that game when Alabama plays Ohio State at home and when they go into Columbus. Same thing when they play Notre Dame. So I think we're going to be okay as far as that's concerned. Why are they playing Mississippi State? We have played Mississippi State more than any other team in the SEC. We played them 107 times. We have won 86 of those games. We've only lost 18. We've tied 3. We've played the second most we've played anybody has been Tennessee, our really true rivalry over the entire time of SEC play. We played Tennessee 106 times. That game has always been on the third Saturday of October. It's a big-time tradition in the South. We have played Auburn only 89 times. We went, I think, 40 years didn't play them because of the hate over and the arguing over stuff and everything else. But that is our big 2 rival games, Auburn and Tennessee. We got them. Mississippi State's only 60 miles away. LSU is off it. So that's your 3 annual opponents right there. All right, let's jump into this game. Alabama at Georgia, 6:30 ABC. I thought it was 3.5. Jason told me down. It's now to what, 2.5?
Yep.
2.5 point Georgia favorite. The odd makers. The money's going on Georgia big time. There's no doubt about that. Alabama gets back. It's running back Miller. Keon, I think his name is, that big stud captain, big defensive tackle. He's a huge guy. That's definitely going to help us up front on the defense side of the ball. I think Jam Miller's going to help so too. He's our best running back. Alabama's 2-1. Georgia, we all know, is 3-0. Had a close call against Tennessee in their last ball game. Both teams have had 2 weeks to get ready. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. The over-under opened up at 53.5. 53.5. I would go over. If you're going to bet, go over. They're both. Alabama used to be a really good defensive football team. They're not anymore. Georgia's been known for defense. They give up quite a bit of points, especially if Alabama quarterback has time to throw. I would go over. That's just my opinion. Alabama is 6-3 against the spread in its last 9 ball games. Georgia is 1-6 against the spread in its last 7 games. Georgia is 1-4 against the spread against Alabama in the last 5 years. Let me say it again. Georgia is 1-4 against the spread over Alabama in the last 5 years. Georgia's favored right now, 2.5. Nick Saban's not coaching Alabama anymore. Okay, I want to factor that in also. Georgia is 0-8 against the spread in the last 8 games. I didn't know that. Alabama is 1-4 against the spread in its last 5 games. The bettors are putting the money on Georgia. It's like 67% of the money is going on Georgia to beat Bama. The prediction, having played the game out on the computer and all this other kind of crap, the final score came up Georgia 29, Alabama 25. Georgia covers, and they go over the 53.5. I would definitely go over the 53.5. Another thing about this ball game, how big it is. For Kalen DeBoer, in my opinion, I think it's the biggest game he's ever coached in. If they go into Athens and they look like they did against FSU, he's done. He's done. Now, do they fire him this year? Probably not. But I know how they are. I'm one of them. If you go in there and get embarrassed by Georgia, he's lost the fan base. He's lost the boosters. I don't think they'll fire him this year. I think they'll give him 3 years. But this is kind of show us, are we back? Was the FSU game a fake? Was it just a fluke? I don't think it was. I think FSU's a pretty good ball club.
Yeah.
But if they go in there and play like that with no effort and they loaf and things like that, or give up, if they give up in the game, they get behind, if they're not physical like Georgia, that just shows you the direction the program's going, where it's headed to, and he will lose the fan base and he will lose the big-time boosters. I really believe that. Again, I'm not saying they're going to fire him after the game or even this year. But going forward, it just shows you that he's not the guy. Now, they can lose the game.
Right.
They can go in there and lose a tough, hard-fought battle, and they lose it.
And look the right way.
They look the right
Play
way.
good defense, be disciplined.
Yeah.
Because Georgia's a good football team.
Yeah.
And you're playing on the road, so this isn't some of the game where if you lose, it's the worst thing in the world. You still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they got to execute. They got to be able to run the football. That's the one thing.
What you said, how they perform.
Right.
And if they get after it and they just get beat, that's one thing. But to look like you did against FSU, or if they give up and you see the loafing and you see 9 to 10 penalties like we have seen in the past,
Right.
go back to the Tennessee game, and the play selection looks like it's an idiot.
I think there's some opportunities here. If you watch the Georgia-Tennessee game, there were some issues with Georgia's secondary trying to cover Tennessee's wide receivers. So if they can, hold up in pass pro and get 4 or 5 yards of carry and establish the run, which we haven't seen this far with Alabama. I think that's the biggest issue with this team right now is run blocking. Defensively, they've been pretty good in areas, somewhat bad in some other areas, but they're playing a really good Florida State team with a running quarterback. That's not going to be as much the case this time, even though Gunnar Stockton can run. I think they got to take shots. I think they got to get their wide receivers involved. But if they're not able to establish the run,
they can't protect him.
Right. And that starts with the run game and keeping the team off balance and not be able to just stack the box or play the pass or key off on your quarterback. So if they can run the football, which we haven't seen greatly recently, I think they can win this game. But there's a lot to be seen, a lot to be proven by Alabama.
In my opinion, the key of the game, and I think you'll see it early, the left tackle of Alabama, if he doesn't do a good job blocking rush offense, they have no shot. If his guy's getting through and sacking the quarterback early in the game, you don't have a shot.
Right.
If he doesn't play really well, I'm talking the left tackle. We know the right tackle and right guard, we got issues. We know that. But if it's the left side's the same way, you have no shot because you can leave a tight end and get some help. You can have a back help chip off.
Right.
There's things you can do if you have one weakness. You can't do it to both sides. So the key to the game, watch number 74. If he's having a good game, Bama's got a shot. If he doesn't have a good game, they don't have a shot.
They needed this 2 weeks. They really did. Florida State, they got pushed around on the offensive line. 2 weeks ago, they got pushed around on the offensive line by Wisconsin in pass pro. They weren't. In the run game, they weren't able to run the ball. This is a big game for them to be able to establish the run and get going.
Let me ask you both this: if Kirby loses this one, now Kirby's.
He's a great coach.
He's a great coach. I'm not worried about that. Right. But if they do lose this game and they don't play well, they didn't look like a usual Georgia football team for 4 quarters last week. They did for the 2 or 2.5 they did, but the Tennessee had their shot, had their opportunities.
They should have won the game.
If Georgia loses this team, this Alabama team, do the Georgia people start crying?
Of course they are. I mean, that's the fan bases of today. If you lose one game, fire everybody. But
the most physical team on the field is Georgia. It's not even close, in my opinion.
It is weird that, Smart was, 1-6 against Alabama. The one game was the national championship game, which Alabama was ahead with Jameson.
Well, y'all are kind of that way with Penn State.
No, we were that way with Michigan.
Who won the game last year?
Michigan.
No, I mean, y'all.
Oh, the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite.
Yeah.
Y'all are that way.
I meant like the way Day gets talked about with Michigan. Kirby Smart's like that with Alabama.
Because I can't remember Penn State beating us. Maybe one time, though.
It blocked a kick.
Yeah,
that's right. 7 years ago.
And we ended up going to the playoffs instead of them because of that game was such a fluky game.
Yeah.
But they've always played us tough, but.
But they can't beat you.
No.
And I think we've had that way with LSU and kind of with Georgia.
Even last year with DeBoer as coach, they got out that big lead.
I think we've won like 9 of the last 10 or something like that against Georgia. Yeah.
The one game was that national championship game.
Thanks for reminding me. That's because we got excuses for everything. That's because all the receivers got hurt.
Let me tell you what I did.
All right, hey, if you're having problems with that house, keeping it cool, keeping it warm, it's Stevenson Air Conditioning. It's no one else. Don't look at these national TV commercials, these national brands, anything like that. You go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. Graduated from Mosley High School. Wonderful man. Most honest guy I know. Family-owned operation. Stevenson Air Conditioning.
Don't forget, I got to remind people of this. If you've got a unit that has a hard time transitioning between the air conditioning and the heat of the summer and the cool of the winter, sometimes they get this little burp in them or something like that. Stevenson Air Conditioning, it's a quick, inexpensive fix. Put their number on your speed dial because you're probably going to need them, especially if you got a heat pump. Thank you for listening.
That was well thought out. You
It's the truth.
executed that
You'll
very
find
well.
out.
I was impressed.
Speed dial.
You did a great job.
Put the number speed dial.
Thank you for that. I appreciate the help.
Okay.
Also, if you don't mind, let me do a couple more if you don't care.
All right.
I love Russ and Amber. 49ers are winning. Russ is in a good shape. He'll probably even give you a better deal now than he has before.
Or he's a happy
They
camper.
will work with you, man. They're good people. They can fix it. When you got something broke, jewelry-wise, you don't have to go send it off someplace for 6 weeks, 2 months.
A lot of cases you can stay right there.
And watch them do it.
Watch them.
They are the best. Stevenson Air Conditioning. And also, David Adams.
Adams.
Where are they located?
830, Highway 77. Cut it out.
I screwed that up.
Yeah, you did. 830 Highway 77, right on the corner of 9th Street and 77.
Whatever I say, whatever I do, do not open this door.
Do not. Take your jewelry in there for an inspection and free cleaning. David Adams.
Oh, you Tiger Sharks and everybody else, get out to Taco Bell. We got 3 wonderful locations in Panama City Beach, Callaway, and you Tiger Sharks, you better get down to Taco Bell, man. They love you guys down there. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, DoorDash, Taco Bell, Port St. Joe, Tiger Sharks. Go Tiger Sharks. Lorelei Layton. We're right back. 104.3 ESP. That was a mean text. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The brutal hits. The heartbreaking turnovers. The heroic comebacks.
In for the touchdown.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida delivers the biggest matchups of the week from across the nation. Your college football headquarters on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 88 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. Mostly clear skies tonight, very little wind and warm near 74. Mostly sunny and 88 tomorrow. 88 and a variety of some sun and airy light showers with a light breeze Thursday. This is your Tuesday's weather brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Bringing you the world's #1 auto brand is a lot of fun. Camrys and Tacomas, Land Cruisers and Grand Highlanders. Toyotas are just built to be better.
And that's exactly how we built Panama City Toyota, to give you a better experience.
Where your needs always come first. Where you can relax with a great cup of coffee or browse the Heritage Collection. While we help you add the perfect vehicle to your collection. Come see us today at Panama City Toyota.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions. Or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000.
Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the Jane Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. All the Seagresses in here. They got a lot of them live here. War Eagle. I tell you what, man, they played their hearts out. But before we get into Auburn football, let's go back to Bruce Pearl. Before Bruce Pearl, Auburn's record, 131-151. After Bruce Pearl, the record, 221 wins, 85 losses. Bruce Pearl, the great Bruce Pearl. I liked him when he was at Tennessee. He's got a great personality. My daughter loves that man. She said, Dad, that's the nicest guy in the world. And his wife, and his son, she loves his family. But we will miss him. He did a great job there. I still think he's going to run. That's just my personal opinion. We shall see.
Yeah.
I want to get into Auburn at Texas A&M. Kickoff is at 2:30 on ESPN. Auburn has a 33.4% chance to win this ball game on the road at A&M. A&M's got 66.6% chance to win the ball game. Auburn, 3 SEC opponents. Auburn Tigers will keep the Iron Bowl. We all know that was going to happen. They're going to keep the oldest rivalry in the South, the Georgia Bulldogs. Did they pick up Florida? No. That used to be the 3 games, Amen Corner. No, they didn't do that. Did they pick up Ole Miss? No. There was word on the street it would probably be Ole Miss. No, not even Mississippi State. LSU, it's going to be LSU. No, They gave them Vandy.
Hey, it's Paul Wilson. Join me on the Sports Blitz every Wednesday at 5:20 for the Sports Blitz High School Player of the Week. We spotlight a standout local athlete.
Exactly.
I don't know what that was. Whatever I say, whatever I do not open this door. Vandy, they picked up Vandy. So did they? I know what they're doing. They're
balancing it out.
Trying to balance it out.
You got Alabama, Georgia, historically the 2 best teams in the SEC over the last 15 years. I mean, you got to throw them a bone.
Yeah. And Florida's down.
Right. But they're not
they'll be back not long. Yeah.
One more good
And
hire.
LSU is always good. LSU's always good, man.
They got some of the best talent in the entire country. So
Auburn lost to Oklahoma with the help from the SEC officials. They had 10 sacks. That's an issue going forward. But I will say this, Coach, you coached offensive line for a long time. You can't sit back there and just hold on to the ball, He got hit from behind one time. I guarantee they gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I saw 3 other times that he had plenty of time to throw the football. There were other times he didn't.
Right.
But a lot of that was on the quarterback.
I think about 4 or 5 of those sacks were on the quarterback. And some of that's play calling and how the play develops, but you got to have a timer in your head.
Let me ask the question. Earlier in the season when he ran for all those yards, I can't remember what game it was. First or second, he
Baylor.
ran for,
Was it Baylor?
Yeah. He ran for 130 yards or something like that. So obviously throwing the ball every down, because I saw that he got sacked 10 times. Holy smokes.
But if you'd have watched, you'd see what I'm talking about.
I know, but I'm just
even
saying.
6
I'd
is
make
bad.
it 6.
Yeah.
6.
But if you watch the Michigan game, their game plan was we're going to stack the box, we're going to make you beat us from the pocket, and that's kind of what they did with Arnold. And
I'll tell you what, Auburn got after their quarterback too.
Oh, it was they got a great defense. That was a great game.
It was a really good game.
A couple calls, couple plays.
Go back and look at the pass interference they called. They tackled the guy. He's wide open for a touchdown. They tackle him. Oh, what? What?
Yeah. It was
I didn't see it. What? Then the trick play, they got robbed.
Let's go back to A&M for a second here. So, who's favored and what's the over and under?
A&M's favored.
6.5, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And what's the over under?
Like 51 or something.
I didn't write down. I don't know. Let me go back.
A&M is a 6-point favorite.
6.5, I believe.
6.5.
Yeah. Now Auburn. Let's go back to Arnold. He's gone. For the year, 48 completions on 69 passes for 501 yards, only 501 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, or no interceptions. He's rushed, like you said, Jim, he's rushed for 192 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 1 big game rusher for a lot. Auburn's defense has done a really good job. But the problem with Auburn, he can't hit the deep ball. I swear to you, Cam Coleman behind them. I'm talking 5. He is the real deal.
Yep.
He's one of the top 2 or 3 receivers in all of college football, and nobody knows about him because they can't get the ball to him.
Right.
He had to stop on 2 of them and wait for the ball. If he leads him, that's 2 more touchdowns that Auburn left on the
table. He tried to lead him. He threw it over his head twice in the end zone that were an easy touchdown. Nobody around.
And the other time, he actually had the ball, looked like it's going to be on target. They tackled him, and they didn't call it.
Right.
So this game could have gone either way. Auburn was good enough to win this football game. I want to get to this, though. This is kind of interesting. Auburn. Now, if Hugh Freeze, right now, his record's not very good. He's on the hot seat, and you know at Auburn, you got to win. So you just blew one you probably should have won at Oklahoma or could have won. And that wasn't on Hugh Freeze. I blame a lot of this on the officials there. But this is a game you really need to win. Auburn's got a good ball club, but things could always go south. Auburn head coaches in their final 10 SEC games are after being fired, retired, or just leaving. Hugh Freeze, last 10 SEC games, 2-8. Harrison, 2-8, fired. Gus Malzahn, 6-4, fired. Chiswick, 0-10, fired. Tuberville, 3-1, just left. Bowden, 4-6, fired. Pat Dye, retired, 2-7, 2-7-1 last 10 SEC games. Barfield, the great Southern Mississippi guy, 3-7, fired. Coach Jordan, last 10 SEC for the legend, 25 years head coach at Auburn, 3-6-1, retired. They didn't fire him, he retired. But what I'm getting at, Hugh Freeze is right there at the bottom, 2-8. He needs to have a good year. This thing could go south. I don't think it will. I think Auburn's got a really good football team. If they can get the situation corrected at quarterback, it's not just Auburn, though. Look at it. Look at Florida. Look at Clemson. Look at Texas. Look at the quarterbacks that we thought were going to be really good, and they just haven't played up to what we thought.
I agree.
Now, can he get this stuff fixed?
I don't know. I'm just looking at their schedule. So they got A&M, and I'm talking about Auburn now. Then they got Georgia, and then they got Missouri, and then they got Arkansas. And so,
that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't get much easier. I mean, there's no cupcakes in there. No Kentuckys.
Oh, we got to take this call. Good morning, sir.
Coach, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Big Daddy?
Oh, man. Kyle Vandergriff here.
I knew that voice. That voice and Elvis, that's two voices you'll never forget. Elvis Presley and Kyle
Johnny
Vandergriff.
Cash.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you guys are up on a hard out, man. I just wanted to go ahead and plug. We're going to have Coach Griffin come into the studio today for Local Sports Podcast for a in-depth interview, going over the program, everything that's going on, and fast forward how we can help him with his GoFundMe, and be me, Robert Fleming, and Justin Nyland with Local Sports Podcast diving into it. And then we're going to have Coach Trent Edwards on with North Bayhaven. They got 2 wins under their belt. So good things going on, man. You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I just wanted to give a plug because, I'm shameless.
Hey, tell Robert Fleming I said hello.
Yes, sir. I definitely will. And by the way, nobody cares about Auburn. Okay. All right,
I will see you Friday, Big Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. Thanks. How much time we got? All right, I'm going to go back to that. But what I was showing you, how these last coaches, what happened to them in their last 10 SEC games, and you just pointed that out. He needs to finish strong.
This is my problem with Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer, correct?
You're reading my mind. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Thorne and Arnold look like carbon copies of each other. I mean, the same mistakes that Thorne was making last year, I see that with Jackson Arnold. He's not winning from the pocket. He can run the football. He makes good throws every now and then, but when you have a Coleman wide open, just put the ball in his chest. You don't have to lead him perfectly. They had another, I think, trick play where the running back overthrew him. He's wide open. Just put it right in his chest. Just make sure he's able to catch the football. He's the best receiver in the SEC, in my opinion. He's long. He reminds me a little bit of Jeremiah Smith. Not as thick, but, just long, fast. I mean, can catch everything if you put it on him. But the same issues I seen with Thorne, I see with Jackson Arnold, and I just don't see that development of the quarterback spot that they need to be elite in the SEC.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think they're going to turn the page. I do. And I'm going to tell you what, there's a history of Auburn plays well at A&M.
Oh, I think that's a winnable game. They could have beat Oklahoma. I mean, a few calls go this way.
I'll tell you right now, the fumble and scoop and score, I thought it was a touchdown. And after watching, I kind of get where they were coming from. It was on the DB's hand and not the receiver, so I get that. But it didn't look at it first. I about went through the TV. But if they had 2 or 3 other times, they just blew. That trick play. In Oklahoma, I was listening to Oklahoma's offensive coordinator. You know, on TV they show him flipping a bird too. Yeah, I don't know about that guy. He's kind of immature, but it's a heck of a design. They had him walking off the field. It was a design play. They tried to fool him. They interviewed a player. Oh yeah, we set that play up to play before.
The thing, I didn't watch the game, but I saw it on replay. That's illegal in high school. You can't even do that in high school.
Yeah,
I don't think it should be illegal, to be honest. I mean, you should be aware where everybody is on the field as long as he's not, doing anything nefarious. He's just walking off.
I get what you're saying.
I don't think that should be illegal at all. It is, though, and it should be called. Yeah. So I don't make the rules. I disagree with them.
I think it is, but it like
for sure.
Say, it is.
100%.
It's like, how could you miss that?
Yeah.
And the offensive coordinator tried to con everybody instead of just owning up to it. And I can't remember what the head coach of Oklahoma said. I really don't. He did address it, but I can't remember what he said. with the offense coordinator. And as soon as they had the offense coordinator, they had a player from Oklahoma on. He said, "Oh yeah, we had it set up. We had 2 plays called. That if it's covered, we go to something else, but it wasn't. And the play before we ran it, we got lined up real quick. We worked on it. Come on, that was a design play. They should have said, "Yeah, we worked on. We did it. We got them."
Yep.
They didn't call a penalty.
And we got
just man up to it.
We got the officials too.
Yeah, they did. I want to go to A&M's quarterback, Reed. He's pretty good. Now, passing 58 of 99 for 869 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's rushed for 142 yards and 1 touchdown. A&M's defense, I don't know. How good is A&M's defense? I watched them against Notre Dame. Notre Dame went up down the field. But their offense, they got a good ball club. Auburn can win this game.
I think Auburn can win this game. I mean, Auburn defense can win this game for them. And I think they need to get back to more design runs for Arnold, more zone read, let him use his legs, get him comfortable in the game, and then take shots down the field. But I definitely, Oklahoma's a winnable game on the road. I mean, A&M, to me, when I watched them against Notre Dame, their defense is not elite. I'll just say that. I like Notre Dame's offense. Plus, there were some plays that Notre Dame gave away in that game. The final drive with, getting tackled in the backfield. This is definitely a winnable game for Auburn.
I can't believe Paul ran in the studio. We're having a show, and he starts talking about his show live. He just took over the chair and the mic, and then he runs out. I'm going to come back this afternoon around 4 or 5. I'm just going to run in the studio, interrupt, and talk and leave like he did.
But that was a computer hack.
I saw him. I saw him running here and do that.
That's what it was.
That was him. You weren't looking. We saw him.
I was on the phone with Kyle. Important people.
Yeah, right. All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful outs. So speaking of Kyle, you want a new roof, it's Vandy Roofing. Not even close, man. They do an incredible job. Not only do they do roofs, they can do it all. They can do anything. TK Vandy Roofing, general contracting. They design it, they build it, commercial, residential, or you can design it, they'll build it, residential or commercial. They are number one. Listen to Kyle Vandergriff every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Turf Pro Pest Control, you want your yard to look beautiful. Yeah, we all do. We want it to look like a golf course. Patrick can make it happen. He's local. His daughter's a cheerleader at Mosey High School. I think she's on the homecoming court also. If you want your yard to look beautiful, call Turf Pro Pest Control. They'll make it happen. You got bugs in your house. You want them out. Call Turf Pro Pest Control. Patrick will take care of that. Patrick can do anything. Listen to him every Monday, 8:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Steve's Bike Shop. Steve Bershaw is the swim coach at Mosley. Does a great job. This is how good he is at his work. They've been in business since 1979, 46 years they've been doing it. And electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got a large selection of new ones and used, and they'll give you a deal. They're incredible. They got all kind of helmets. They got it all. The old-fashioned bikes right there on 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. And we'll be right back. 104.3, lock the doors. I'm tired of people coming here just talking over us.
On that one.
That was rude. Come on, Paul. 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hello, this is Jenna.
Hey, Jenna, did you enter a contest to win tickets to watch the Jags play the Texans in Jacksonville this Sunday?
I did.
Well, guess what?
I guess I won.
You are a winner. You're going to go see the Jaguars.
Yay, that's so exciting. How random.
Have a great time at the game, Jenna, and keep listening for your chance to win tickets to see the Jacksonville Jaguars from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Saturday, September 27th, come to the grand opening land sale at the ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. That's right. Get 20 to 50 acres in Baldwin County from just $139.9 with excellent financing available. Ranches at Creekside Preserve features private large acreage tracts with beautiful woodlands, rolling meadows, and a peaceful creek, all surrounded by pristine natural beauty and abundant wildlife.
It's your opportunity to live in Baldwin County, Alabama, one of the fastest growing coastal counties in the U.S. due to low taxes and a low cost of living. Don't miss out. Come to the grand opening land sale at the ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 acre estate in desirable Baldwin County. On sale from only $139.9. Call 877-888-1415 or go to creeksidepreserveal.com. That's creeksidepreserveal.com.
Every love story deserves a perfect beginning. At Tracy's Fine Jewelry, we believe that your engagement ring should be as unique as your love. Explore our vast selection of certified natural and lab-created diamonds, each hand-picked for brilliance and beauty. Whether you desire the timeless allure of one of our hand-selected engagement rings, or you'd like to custom design the perfect ring, visit us today and let our experts guide you in finding the ring of her dreams, because love deserves the best. Tracy's Fine Jewelry, where love sparkles.
Stay out of his lane and stay off his yard.
Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights.
The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michaels Studios.
Don't turn it off!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hi, and welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I will say this about the great...
Pound the like and crush.
Oh, he's messing with you now. He heard that 50-cent beer. He's trying to get out of here, man. What? Let's just play a national show. There's 50-cent beer
go.
somewhere.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready to walk. I'm protesting.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's protest at that Cajun place.
Yeah, let's go. They open up at 11. We can get there.
That New York Strip's calling.
Well, okay, what's the demons going back there, man?
What is...
I swear to you.
I mean, it was Paul. I didn't know who this guy was. He just ran out of here to lock the doors. People walking in here, running in, saying stuff, and running out.
Somebody's got a key.
Roll Tide.
Lock the dang door.
It's Jimbo.
God, man. Anyway, getting back to the great state of Oklahoma, they now own the state of Alabama. So does Texas, by the way. Oklahoma is 9-2-1 versus teams from the great state of Alabama. Booner Sooners, man, they own us. All right, college football coaches, I want to ask you guys' opinion on this. What fan bases are the most upset right now? Is it Oklahoma State? Is it Clemson? Or is it Florida? Who is on the hottest seat? They owe Dabo so much money. It's stupid to be even messing with him, and he's a great coach.
Dabo won him 2 national championships. Billy Napier hasn't done a dang thing in Florida, and that's a proud fan base.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had some rough, lean years since the Urban Meyer era, and they don't even love Urban Meyer because of the way he left. So I would say Florida's probably the most upset.
Over Oklahoma State?
Yes, Oklahoma State. I don't think the way they got 5 fans.
I think the one that gets overlooked, it's not part of your little list here, but the one that gets overlooked is Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fan base is like up there. They don't seem to have a reputation as being off the chain like SEC fans are.
But they're used to winning.
I watched them against Maryland. That game wasn't close. Maryland owned them. And like you talked about those are the kind of games that Wisconsin used to win like 42-10.
Yeah, they just out-physical.
Just run the ball.
And Alabama could not run the ball on them.
And it's like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. Right. I mean, not that Wisconsin's a national championship team, but they were always very competitive. Like a little bit like Iowa, but just a little bit more athletic. You know, they always had running backs.
Yep.
Always had good defense. Man, they don't have that now. Luke Fickell is losing that on recruiting. He has nothing. As far as what you need to compete, he has nothing.
No.
He has nothing.
The quarterback spot looks weak. They don't have the skill position.
How much longer are they going to put up with that? I mean, I wouldn't think very long. You know, that's just me.
And
I think Fickle's a good guy and he's a good coach, but man, he's not getting it done up there.
I thought I had.
He made a huge error trying to change the culture of that program by going from a power run team to a spread offensive team.
When I heard that, I'm going like, I don't know.
Okay, here it is right here. Billy Napier's payoffs, $19.38 million. They got to give him 9.7 within 30 days. Lou Fickell, he's 2-2 right now. His buyout is up there. It's $25.4 million. So my question to you two is, they can use that money to throw into the NIL and try to get players, or use that money to get rid of him and get somebody else in there? What do they do?
I don't know.
I personally think they need a change. It just hasn't looked like a good fit. To recruit and to invest in money, even as true freshmen, you're looking at 2-3 year turnaround, and it just does not look good.
Right.
When Maryland dominates you in the trenches, that's one. Maryland always has good skill position players, but to be able to dominate a Wisconsin team, just saying that out loud kind of is just strange. Wisconsin's a blue collar, tough, rugged, run right at you type of team, and to try to change that offense, it just didn't work, and I think they need to move on. I think Luke Fickell needs to move on. I think he has better fits. I think he's more of a threat in that Cincinnati, Memphis type team where he can build it his own and kind of run the program the way he wants to run it. But the problem with me, and when I hear fire coach, fire Napier, fire this, who is out there that you legitimately think is a top-tier coach that is available? We hear Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning's not leaving Oregon. Oregon has a blank check he can write every year for recruiting.
Right, that's true.
Sark, same way at Texas. Kirby's not leaving Georgia. Day's not leaving Ohio State. Who's out there? I mean, Drinkowitz and Cignetti are really good options, but, Cignetti's at Indiana. There's no pressure. He made the playoffs last year. I mean, what's the incentive to leave there? When you start talking about fire coaches, the next question you need to answer is, who's the next available option?
Well, I'm going to ask you this. Who's going to be the first one to go down? Gundy at Oklahoma State, Fickell at Wisconsin, Napier at Florida, Sam Pittman. It might be Sam Pittman at Arkansas because Petrino's there. He can.
And I read an article yesterday. He's on the phones talking about, if this happens, I want to be the coach. Like, he's already throwing Pittman under the bus.
That's real sweet.
So he may be the first one.
What about Oregon State's coach? Is he gone?
What can you do there, though? They got a 2-team conference, no NIL. I mean, what's the expectations?
Well, really, who's going to be the next guy going?
I think Napier.
Over Sam Pittman?
I don't see them winning a game
I'm talking
the next
about
2 or
first.
3.
I'm talking about
I think Pittman first. I think Napier, they may give him the year just because there's nobody in place. There's no president. They don't have a guy on staff, to me, that could handle the interim tag. So,
what about Gundy?
I think they're going to give him a long leash, unfortunately.
He's been there a long time.
He got beat by Oregon 63-6.
He got beat by Tulsa, and their only win was against the FCS team that they beat by a field goal. So,
right.
Now, this was I think this was last week. The favorites to win, favorites to get into playoffs out of the SEC. They had Georgia, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Auburn, LSU. I think right now you could probably scratch off Auburn. I got the rest of them are still in play, correct?
Yeah.
And you actually could put Tennessee in for Auburn.
And you put Vanderbilt in there, too.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Big Ten, this is out of the
Just admit it. Vanderbilt's the best team in the SEC today. Just admit it.
They might be when everything's said and done. They got plenty of money. All right, here's the Big Ten, what they say there. Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon. I think the loser of Penn State, Oregon is still in it. I don't think that's going to change anything.
100%.
Indiana's definitely put themselves in a position. Illinois, are they still?
They're out.
They're done.
They're embarrassed.
They're toast.
They got embarrassed on national TV.
So we got Auburn out. We got Illinois out. Even though Auburn could play themselves back in it, I
hate to even say this, and they're not that good, but throw Michigan in that kind of has a chance mix because look at their schedule. Go look at their schedule. They play nobody in the top 25 except Ohio State from the rest. They don't play Penn State. They don't play Oregon. They have the easiest schedule of all the Big Ten teams. They're going to win their next 6-7 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they're going to be 10-2 this year.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And the strength of schedule means nothing to these committee members.
Now, this was the Big 12, and I think you can throw out Utah now, right?
Yeah,
they're done.
They're done.
So they were in it. Let's kick them out. Iowa State.
They're done.
They're done. That's 2 of them. Texas Tech's in it.
They are.
Okay. TCU.
They're in it.
So we got 2 left in that conference, I think. Of course, there's a lot of different things. And now the ACC. Miami, they're definitely in it.
Definitely.
FSU.
Definitely.
And Georgia Tech.
I don't believe in them. I don't think they're going to make it once they start playing these better teams. They beat Clemson, but Clemson's struggling bad.
What about Louisville?
They lost.
They did?
I thought.
Let me look. No, they won.
Okay, they may.
I don't think they've lost a game.
Yeah, I don't think they've lost.
I like their coach. I like Louisville's coach. Jim, do you think they got a shot at all?
For that conference, yeah, they got. Are they better than SMU last year? Probably, or comparable. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. The thing about it.
Okay, yeah, they came back.
Yeah, the thing about it, I don't see the ACC getting more than 2 in.
No, you wouldn't think.
Yeah, even if they go undefeated. Of course, they go undefeated. They will, because that means they beat Miami, they beat FSU. I really believe FSU and Miami both can get in there if Florida State continues to play like they have been. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and finish up today. We don't know who's going to run here again. I apologize twice now. We had people run in our studio, run their mouth, run out. We're going to get new door locks.
Despite our security that we have.
Well, he got one bullet and he sleeps half the time, so what the hell do you expect? All right, let's talk about some of our great. We got so many good sponsors. I love all these guys. They are personal friends of mine. I think the world of them, and they do incredible work. I'm talking about Stevens Air Conditioning, Chad Mitchell, Dr. Ward, wonderful people. Pat Perno, City Commissioner Lynn Haven, does an incredible job over at Lynn Haven. Make sure you get out to Beefo Braves in Lynn Haven. That's the place to go watch all these big-time football games. They treat you like family in there. And like you said, there's plenty of places to park. You don't have to worry about that. Now, they do pack out. They do get packed out in there. But if you want to get a lot of wings and have a party, call Pat. Call Beefo Braves Lynn Haven. It can be up to 100. Whatever you want. They'll make it. You come pick it up. They'll have it hot and ready. You take it home, have your party there.
What are these new gridiron wings?
See, everybody keeps talking about those gridiron wings.
We got to get some of those. You got to get some of those for me. You got some pull.
Now, somebody just texted me and said Georgia Tech has the easiest schedule of all the ACC teams. I think that was Rob.
I think I was just looking at their schedule. I think they do play Miami.
Is that Rob? Rob, is that you texting me? Let me know if that was Rob. All right, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN North. We might have somebody else jumping here. I don't know what's going on.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 88 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. Mostly clear skies tonight, very little wind and warm near 74. Mostly sunny and 88 tomorrow. 88 and a variety of some sun and airy light
Golf
showers.
is
Kind of what they wanted on offense.
But to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered. Literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
If you got more A's on your truck than you did in high school, you might be a Bama fan. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. All right, let's go. Here's what's coming up, not this week, but next week with the big SEC games. You know what's going on this week, where the game's been played, what time and where. This is next week. This Florida State versus Miami. Kickoff time will be 6:30 ABC, the big game.
That's being played in Tallahassee, correct?
Tallahassee, Florida, 6:30 on ABC. And now I know why. is the game. Probably game day. I think game day would be there. Here's your other options. SEC did not put a night game on TV that can match that. The big game in the SEC at night that week. It's not a good weekend for SEC games. This is your lineup. Kentucky at Georgia, 11 o'clock on ABC. So Kentucky rides into Athens to get beat down on. Vandy at Alabama, 2:30 ABC. That's going to be a very competitive football game. Let's see what happens to Alabama before then. Vandy will go in there undefeated. They will win this week. Texas at Florida. That's the big one. They didn't make the night game because Florida's not very good. That's 2:30 kickoff ABC. And as crazy as it sounds, if they can find a passing attack, Florida can play with Texas.
100%.
They could beat Texas. Texas is struggling on offense just like Florida is. They both got really good defenses. Now, they both got players. Texas got a lot of great players.
Yeah.
Kent State at Oklahoma, 3 o'clock. That's on the SEC Network. And you got Mississippi State at Texas A&M, 6:30 ESPN.
That might be a sneaky good game.
Yeah, that's on the SEC Network also. So that's not a great weekend of SEC football, but the big one, it definitely is FSU versus Miami, 6:30 on ABC. What's going on? Is that us?
It was us, but
Are we okay? Okay, good. All right. Front runner in the Heisman. Who is it? I have no idea. Who would you say right now? I have no idea.
I think Mateer from Oklahoma is going to be up there. And I tell you, the guy that really helped himself, and I don't know if he can continue, is a quarterback at Indiana.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I said this to you before the show. In his last 2 games, Illinois, and I don't know who they played before that, it was a nobody. He's 40 for 43. 40 out of 43. Are you kidding? Now, if he can continue that kind of production against good teams on TV,
right?
That's the thing. People got to see him. Like, who's that guy in Indiana?
I also think Carson Beck's up there.
Yeah,
Beck. He struggled this last weekend, but Florida's got a good front. I mean, it was kind of sloppy conditions. It was wet, but they won the game. He's going to have a lot of opportunities moving forward to have some moments too. And
did you watch Oklahoma's quarterback? I didn't see anything in that game where I thought, he should win the Heisman. Maybe he's had a bad game.
I thought that when he played Michigan. I think they made some mistakes. I thought Michigan had opportunities in the second half. Same with Auburn. That they could have lost that game. He makes the right play at the right time.
He made a nice run for a touchdown.
Right. I don't think he's super dominant. I don't think he's a super great athlete. I think he does everything very good. So the combination of everything makes him a very good player. Depends on how they go forward. If they go undefeated and win out, that's a huge stamp of approval for the Heisman voters. So
Clemson's quarterback's gone.
He's out. Yeah.
But as far as I said this last time, I'm going to say it again now. But the best player, in my opinion, Bobby, your opinion too, is J.J. Smith, Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State.
The receiver.
He's the best player. He's the most dominant player. Now, the problem is when you play receiver, you have to depend on other people to get the ball to you.
Right.
Quarterbacks and running backs, especially quarterbacks, they have the ball in their hand every play.
That's like Coleman at Auburn.
I
mean,
but J.J. Smith is the best player in college football.
They could get him the Heisman if they really wanted to. If they just wanted to throw 3 or 4 balls.
Well, think about it. He's going to be the big stage. We're not even near this thing being over with.
I think this thing's just wide open.
Yeah, it is.
Nobody's really taking control.
And Beck has got the stage also.
For
Florida
sure.
State's game coming up pretty soon. Ohio State's got big games coming up.
You got to give Tommy Castellanos some credit.
What about the kid at Penn State?
Which one? Aller?
Either the running back or the quarterback, if he has great games.
They just haven't played very well up to this point. Now, they're going to have a big showcase this weekend.
They got their opportunity this week.
If he goes off and Aller throws, 80%, they win by 2 touchdowns.
Oregon
He's another one that people are sleeping on a little bit.
What about USC? They look.
Yeah, their quarterback's pretty good, too.
They look, man, we just don't see them.
Oregon's got a better shot because I think Oregon's better than USC.
Yeah, this year. I mean, I think USC's built for the future, and we'll see how good of a coach Lincoln Riley really is. I mean, I know he's proven himself a little bit other places, but they still need a better defense to compete with the elite guys.
What did you guys think about the ACC fining Syracuse $25,000 faking injuries in the fourth quarter?
Good.
I love it.
Make it 100,000.
I really do.
Talking.
Did y'all see it?
A little bit.
Because in our coaching career, James Hale, we played Deerfield in 1993.
Oh, my God.
And that's what they did not the whole fourth quarter, but like the last 5 minutes of the game. Every play is one of their Deerfield guys dropping out.
It was
like, Yeah. My wife even said it too. Good, I like them Deerfield guys. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It happens.
Top 3 rushers in the SEC. Hardy from Missouri. He's good. I watched him.
From where?
Yeah, he was good.
Missouri. He's got 600 yards. He's a good player. Cobb at Auburn, he was really their backup at the start of the year, and now I think everybody's back now. But he's got 375 yards. And then Green out of Arkansas, 360. So you're just not seeing the rushing yard. Everybody's going throwing the ball over the field now.
Because they're playing for Michigan.
Yeah, the best running back, and Roll Tide. There was another thing I wanted to ask you guys about, and I can't remember what it is now. What did you think about the poll, the coaches poll? I thought that was more realistic than the AP poll. Not a big fan of the AP poll.
Yeah, I mean, at this point of the year, we're going off partial information, so I don't put a whole lot of stock in the polls till about week 7, 8.
All right, let me go over. We hadn't done this yet. Yeah. This is the coaches poll. Ohio State's number 1, Penn State's number 2, Georgia's 3, LSU 4, Oregon 5. I'm going to go to the top 5 on the other one, AP. Ohio State, Miami, Penn State, LSU, Georgia. So it is a difference there. Number 6 in the coaches poll is Miami, Texas 7, FSU 8, 9 is Texas A&M, 10 is Oklahoma, 11 Ole Miss, 12 Indiana, 13 Iowa State, 14 Texas Tech. Watch out for Texas Tech. 15 Tennessee, 16 Alabama, 17 Georgia Tech, 18th Michigan, 19th Missouri, 20 Vandy, 21 Notre Dame, 22 USC, 23 Illinois, 24 BYU, 25 TCU. Now let's go to the AP at number 6 is Oregon, number 7 Oklahoma, number 8 FSU, number 9 Texas A&M, number 10 Texas, 11 Indiana, 12 Texas Tech, 13 Ole Miss, 14th Iowa State, 15 Tennessee, 16th Georgia Tech, 17th Alabama, 18th Vandy, 19th Missouri, 19th Michigan. Missouri's undefeated, they're 20. 21 is USC, 22 Notre Dame, Illinois 23, TCU 24, BYU 25. No Auburn. Auburn lost that one game to 3-1. They're out the door.
You know what I find interesting? The coaches poll, Notre Dame's not in it at all. But in the AP poll, they're 22, and they're 1-2. And a lot of people say, well, no, Notre Dame shouldn't be ranked. They got 2 losses. And of course, they've played really good people.
Right.
They haven't played Kent State and Slidell College of typewriter maintenance and stuff like some of these people have. But it's just interesting. I just noticed that Notre Dame is not in the coaches poll.
That's crazy.
That surprises me.
Yeah,
I think Miami
would
should
go
be
with
higher.
the coaches poll.
I like
over
Miami
the AP.
in the top 5. I don't see them at 6. I think Oregon should be higher. I think they played well.
Let me ask you this. I had this down to ask you too. How much time we got? Oh crap! Real quick, and I'll ask the guys tomorrow. Illinois got destroyed, 63-10. Oklahoma State loses at Tulsa. The first time this happened since 1951. Clemson was a 17.5-point favorite at home. They get beat by Clemson by Syracuse 34-14. NC State looked terrible against UCF 34-9. What was the worst loss out of those 4 games?
I say Clemson.
Are you sick?
Clemson by far.
Clemson losing at home, that used to never happen. I mean, that was like nobody could beat Clemson in the Death Valley. Nobody. Well, it's happened twice this year.
Yeah. To Syracuse. I mean,
that's 4 big. That's 4 big time losses. Though,
all we heard all offseason was how great this Clemson team was, 16-0, 4 guys in the top 10 NFL draft. Where
are they?
Where are they? Yeah. I mean, and Dabo's not a bad coach, so I'm not trying to slam on Dabo. But I will say this: Dabo needs to kind of button it up a little bit, go to work, get some wins.
I do what Norvell did. I'd go get me 2 new coordinators.
100%.
Once he's got it, it's not working out.
Offensively, at least.
Yeah. All right, we'll help you guys have a wonderful. Jason, real quick, what's the best way to get up with you, Max Fit Sports Nutrition? Where are you located?
We're located on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village and Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods. We have also a deal going on. Buy any DAS Labs, which is Bucked Up, Woke AF, and BAMF, and their creatine gummy bucks, and get a free Bucked Up hat going on for the rest of September.
Be careful how you say it.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. We're out 104.3 ESPN.
Tell me after the radio.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is bringing the house. It's the new Sports Blitz.
Weekdays, 4 to 6.
We're starting arguments, not conversations. The Sports Blitz.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, sunny and a high of 88 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. Mostly clear skies tonight, very little wind and warm near 74.